Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Okay, so I've had a few people send me this link and ask me to cover it. It's this Tamagotchi babies article from yesterday. Now, we need to take into account that there is a massive psychological operation going on in the fake stream media across the board, even extensively extending into the alternative media. And I see stuff like this now, like this article, and I feel it's a form of trolling the public. It's just so stupid, and you're not going to get people to accept this. So is it a wind-up? I think it is. Why are they winding people up? And could it also be that they are setting up a future narrative? Are they seeding a fearful sci-fi dystopian future into the minds of the public now so that people will then avoid it at any cost in the future? And will run through another gate that they offer in order to avoid it? Is that what they are up to? We have to keep an open mind here, because I don't really see the point of this story or why it is appearing at this time. I also don't believe the whole metaverse will take off. I think it's crap. It looks crap. People don't want to sit in headsets all day long, and much of the reporting on it in the fake stream media is all rubbish. Over exaggerations and all hype, and they usually do this when they are trying to convince people something is important, when in reality it's useless. I can't see it working. Maybe I'm wrong. And I also feel you're very much now starting to see a backlash against all of this garbage technology, because it's so obviously going against what humans naturally do and how they exist. And never so much so than this story. So yeah, this story is bonkers. Let's have a look into it and who the people are behind it. Tamagotchi kids. Could the future of parenthood be having virtual children in the metaverse? No, it's not. Are you seriously telling me a woman who wants to be a real mum is going to give up, ignore her natural parental urge to become a mother and instead be satisfied with a digital baby, play a video game at being a mum? Get out of here, it's so stupid. It says here, according to an expert on artificial intelligence, would-be parents will soon be able to opt for cheap and cuddleable digital offspring. An expert who just so happens to have a book out. Who is this expert? They are called Catriona Campbell, one of the UK's leading authorities on artificial intelligence, it says here. So here is her website. And look at the state of it. The words are all cut off. Look at that. Can't see the first line of words. Well, she ain't no expert at putting a website together. So who does Catriona work for? She works for EY as a senior partner, a global advisor, and an innovation officer. She's worked with the UK government and loads of the biggest brands, Sky, BT, Nokia, Vodafone, Microsoft, etc. Also, it says here she's a part of setting up the UK government's first usability and accessibility standards for the shift to digital. So she works at EY. EY is one of the largest professional service networks in the world. They have a turnover of 40 billion a year, it says here. If you check out EY's Twitter page, it's pretty much non-stop retweeting the World Economic Forum at Davos at the moment. They even have their own reports and live feed, and their website. And what it says, it's just another version of the World Economic Forum, endlessly talking about embracing technology, artificial intelligence, digital ID, sustainability. You know the score, same old mantra. But anyway, this Catriona, well, technology, AI, is her bread and butter. It's her job. Of course she thinks virtual babies are a good idea. It's like asking a chocolatier, how much chocolate is it safe for me to eat? And they will say, eat all of my chocolate, buy it all. It's their job. Anyway, back to this nonsense article. Catriona says, within 50 years, technology will have advanced to such an extent that babies which exist in the metaverse will be indistinct from those in the real world. Really? Well, they won't be real. They won't exist. That's a very distinct difference, which you can never replicate in your fake, vacuous, counterfeit digital world. She then goes on to say that unlike the real world, you will be able to stop your digital child from growing so that you don't have an annoying teenager. She also states that many people don't want to have children because concerns about, you guessed it, the environment, overpopulation, and the rising cost of bringing up a child, etc. She also says you could rent your digital child on a subscription basis. So we're back to renting everything again. Even your own counterfeit digital baby. What a load of crap. These are supposedly professionals. Now, I really think that these stories are trolling, and if they are, what are they trying to do? Wind up everyone, trying to project a digital dystopian future of horror into the minds of people so that maybe people will at some point really turn against it in a controlled opposition strategy kind of way to get them to join with an opposite movement that goes against it. Maybe, I don't know. Or is it real? Either way, it's a sign, it's a symbol of a very, very sick society. Well, it's not. Now, scrub that. It's not a sick society. It's not society that is sick. It's the controllers and the influencers of society that are sick. It's the captains of the ship who are steering the ship into the rocks. What else can it be? It's a symbol of deep mental illness and sickness within these organizations. You know, just the fact that they are promoting two human beings to not have a real child but rent a digital fake one instead that doesn't exist and do it on a subscription basis, and they say this with a straight face as if they can fulfill and replicate the natural urges, the natural impulses, the inherent and innate natural impulse to go forth and multiply. That urge is there for a reason. Go forth and multiply so you don't become extinct. And promoting the idea of people to not have a child and replace it with a counterfeit digital Tamagotchi baby in the metaverse, you know, it's just another example of evil attempting to create a counterfeit version of what can be the most beautiful and inspirational moment of anyone's life, you know, having a child. So you have to wonder, are these people human themselves, the ones recommending this? Because it's just so obviously set up to go against nature, against humanity. Why would someone do this? If you go against nature, you're gonna run into trouble. Things are going to go wrong, obviously. So why are they recommending you to not have children and not listen to your natural urges and instincts and go against nature? Why would one human propose that to another human when it is so obviously wrong? Let us know why in the comments what you think. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to hugotalks.com and I'll see you later.